I'm going to give it just a couple minutes to let everybody pile on. So let's see who we've got on the line today. Canada, Atlanta, Pennsylvania, Dallas, Missouri. Hey, everybody. The chat is blowing up. Delaware, Texas, Vegas, Michigan, Colorado, Canada, Maryland, Ohio, Philly, Wisconsin, the UK. The chat's going so fast, I can't even keep up with it. New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Washington, Florida, LA. I just want to confirm, can you throw a comment in the chat if you can see me here on video, and you can also hear me as well. Throw a chat if you can hear me, see me. Fantastic. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get started. This call is being recorded. First off, I want to welcome you guys. Really excited to be here. It's January, and it's 2020, guys. It's a new year. How exciting. And January has been an awesome month for us so far in My Daily Choice. A lot of really exciting things happening. And, you know, we finished 2019 so strong, and going into 2020, we had to reset all of our goals. We achieved a lot of our goals in 2018 and in 2019. So going into 2020, we have bigger goals, a lot of really exciting initiatives happening here at corporate. So we're so excited when we get these types of opportunities to bring you guys exciting announcements, things that we're working on, things that will, help you explode your business, take your business to the next level. So I hope you guys are having an awesome January, and that you're excited to be here, because it's going to be a phenomenal year. And here at corporate, you know, we've got an incredible corporate team behind us, and our team works so hard to put some of the initiatives and things together that I'm going to share with you guys today on this Zoom. So really, really excited that you guys are joining me on this call. So first thing I want to talk about is Manifest 2020. We have our big convention. It's in August. You can go to your My Daily Choice back office and you can purchase a convention ticket. And guys, you're going to want to be at this event. And it's not just that, you know, this is, just our convention. You know, anytime a company has the big annual event, you want to make it a priority to be there at the event. And I'm going to give you guys just a quick story real quick on my personal experience as a network marketer, because for some of you that are new, you may not know this, that before My Daily Choice, I was a distributor. I was a distributor in the field. And guys, there's some people that are sharing their screen. I don't know how to turn that off, but please do not share your screen or touch any of the buttons on Zoom if you would be so kind. So before My Daily Choice, I was a distributor in the field, and my mentor, my upline, told me to promote the big event, and I learned that if I got as many people as I possibly could from my organization to the big event of the year, then I would be able to have, a huge momentum in my organization. So the first year, I did not promote the event when I was a distributor. I didn't promote the event, and I showed up at the event, but I didn't promote it to my organization. And when I saw people walking the stage receiving their awards, when I, got to see the culture that the company built, all of these different things, I was so upset that I didn't promote it to my team, because I saw the type of impact that, it was having on other people there at the event. So the second year, I promoted it, stronger and harder to my organization, and I got some of my leaders there. The third year, I promoted it as well. And what started to happen was every person that I brought from my organization to the big event wound up ranking up in the business. And believe it or not, in that company, there were 7 people that hit the top of the company in my organization, and all 7 of those came to convention in that 3rd year. So for me, it was, I know in the industry we use the term, game changer, but that was really a game changer for me in my organization. Was the more people I brought to convention, it was like attaching a rocket ship under my organization. Now, keep in mind, I've built teams of hundreds of thousands of people. I've done very well in this industry, and I wouldn't tell you something that I'm not personally doing, okay? All the information that I share with you is something that I personally do and believe in. So, when I was a networker, when I, from ages 18 to 21 hit the top of the company, that was one of the secrets to my success. I was calling every single person in my team and getting them to book a ticket and get to the event. Now, it's different when somebody says, yeah, I'm coming to convention, and they actually have a ticket, okay? So if you're talking to your organization, make sure that they actually have a ticket. So call your team and say, Josh, did you get your ticket yet to convention? Hold your team accountable because, as an upline, as a sponsor, you have a responsibility to your organization to put them in the best position for them to have success. So you definitely want to promote this event, hold your team accountable. It's going to be an incredible event. We're going to be releasing and announcing who our keynote speakers are. We've got some really awesome keynotes. There's going to be some exciting product launches for the event. So it's going to be an amazing Manifest 2020. So make sure you get your ticket. If you guys attended our last event, you saw there were thousands and thousands of people there. There's already, I believe there's already 5,000 or 6,000 tickets that have been registered so far for the event. So it's definitely heating up. So make sure you get your ticket while you can and promote it out to your organization. All right, now there's 2 things in particular that I want to cover on this Zoom today. One is going to be roadshows. And then the second topic I'm going to talk about is international, because we have some updates and some exciting things. So I'm going to talk about roadshows first, and then I'm going to segue into international. So let's talk about roadshows. We've got a bunch of different people on the Zoom today. So for those of you who are brand new, in 2019, we came up with this cool concept of doing a roadshow where we bought a semi-truck, we wrapped it with Hempworx, and we basically drove that truck, from state to state doing roadshow events throughout the United States. And it was a crazy initiative. We did 18 roadshows in 12 months. There were folks from our corporate team that sacrificed almost every weekend to support these events, and it created a ton of momentum in the business. There were a lot of really excited people coming out of it. We saw some great results. And going into 2020, we decided that we were going to, change things up a little bit. We have some ideas. We think, what we've put together is even more dynamic than what we did last year. And we learned a lot from last year. It was a optimistic task to try to do, 17, 18 events in 12 months. In 2020, it's going to be a little bit different. There's going to be way less events, but they're going to be bigger, and there's going to be exciting things happening at each event. And these are really going to be more regional events. So if you're in a state and there's a state next to you or near you where there's a roadshow event, that would be the event for you to plug into. Okay, so I know there's going to be a lot of people saying, hey, are you coming here? Are you coming here? Are you coming here? Guys, don't use that as an excuse to not plug into a roadshow event. If there's a roadshow that is in, pretty decent close proximity to you, you should promote that as your event leading up to convention. Because the way that if you guys want to build a huge organization, and just throw a comment in Zoom, how many of you really want to build a huge organization? Maybe you don't. Maybe some of you, just want to have, maybe you're just enjoying the products and you like the culture and you want to plug into some of the events. But I'm sure that some of you want to build an elite organization of network marketers. Okay, it seems like a lot of people want to build a huge organization. So listen to somebody who has built a huge organization. The way that you come into convention, okay, in August, and you're walking the stage as a super affiliate, is you have to promote from event to event, okay? The way that you fill that room with your team is let's say there's the first roadshow, you would promote that roadshow to your whole organization, and then you would promote from that roadshow to the next roadshow to the next roadshow leading into the convention. Okay, so you promote from event to event so that you can fill each room, and then at convention you have this massive team, your team's ranking up, and there's a lot of benefits to attending a roadshow. And let me just give you a couple of them. One is it's the most powerful way throughout the year to create momentum in your business. Okay, it's the most powerful way to create momentum because your people that are at the roadshow get to experience the company culture, the products. They get to learn about the compensation plan. They get to hear testimonials. They get to learn how to, they get to, meet all the top leaders. There's a lot of good reasons why you would want your team at the roadshow. Okay, so it builds massive momentum through your organization. It also keeps your leadership engaged. Okay, it keeps your leadership engaged. It keeps them plugged in. At each of these roadshow events, there's going to be different announcements. Okay, there's going to be exciting, unique things that I'm going to walk you through. And you want your leadership to be privy to that. You want them engaged. So bringing your organization to these events is a great way throughout the year to keep your team fired up. It's also a great recruiting tool. Okay, so this is not just a way to engage your leadership, but it's a way for you to prospect and invite prospects into these events so that you're creating enrollments at each one of these roadshow events. So after I announced the roadshows today, it's really time to start going into your organization and finding out who do they know in these different states that they can start inviting into these events. Okay? So, and last year, almost every event, every roadshow event that I had, if there was a prospect there at that event, they enrolled. Like if you could put like a closing ratio to the roadshow events, I'd say it's like north of 90%. The majority of the prospects that came to the roadshow events enrolled because of all the excitement and what they're experiencing at the event. Okay, and then the other thing is it's a great way to build team culture. Okay, you have to set the example as a leader. If you're not willing to come to the event, then don't invite people to come to the event. It's a great way for you to show up, show your team that you're serious. And then if your team comes, you get to go out to eat with them. You get to build team camaraderie. You get to take pictures. It builds team culture throughout your organization, which is a really good thing going into, the big convention. Okay, so there's 3 objectives with the roadshow. And the reason why I'm telling you all this is because I want to prep your mindset before I just give you a bunch of dates and venues. I want you to really understand the best way to leverage the roadshow events. Okay, there's 3 objectives. And if you can write this down, you should write this down. 3 objectives. Okay. Objective number 1 is you got to show up. Okay, you have to show up. That is, as a leader, and I just briefly touched on this, but you want to show up. You want to show your team that you're there. And if you want your paycheck to go up, you got to show up. That it's a weird thing in this industry. People, like I see entrepreneurs in network marketing that they tell their team to go to events. They tell their team to get on auto ship. They tell their team to go to convention. They tell their team to do everything that they're not doing. Okay? Don't be that leader. If you want to be an elite leader in network marketing, set the example and show up. Okay? So that's objective number 1. Objective number 2 is bring as many people from your team as you can. Okay? Bring as many people from your team as you can. And the reason why you want to do that is because, once again, it's going to create, imagine putting a rocket ship under your organization. If you could put a rocket ship under your organization where everybody's ranking up, wouldn't you want to do that? And if you knew that the way you put a rocket ship under your team is by getting them plugged into an event, then why wouldn't you want to bring them to the event, right? So don't ask anybody to do something that you're not willing to do. If you're going to show up, get your team to show up as well. And then number 3 is bring as many prospects as you can. Okay? Bring as many prospects as you can. This is a way for you to drive an insane amount of enrollments through each one of these events. So imagine you show up, you have your whole team with you, and then you have a bunch of prospects that you personally brought. Your team has a bunch of prospects. Wow, isn't that going to create momentum after a big roadshow event in a state? Absolutely. So those are the 3 objectives. Now, here's how the roadshows are going to work. We're going to do 6 roadshow events from now until the big convention. And these are going to be way different than in 2019. We're doing 6 events. So we've strategically chosen these different states and locations based on how many active affiliates we have in these different various states, how many ranked leaders we have in these different states. And if you're in a surrounding state or you're West Coast, East Coast, or wherever you are, make sure you plug into the state that is closest to you. Okay? So we're going to do 6 locations in the United States. And then we're also going to be doing international road shows as well. Okay? We've never done international road shows. We're going to be announcing in February, we're going to be doing probably 2 road shows throughout Europe, and there's going to be road shows in Africa as well. So Europe and Africa are going to be our first international road shows, okay? But we're doing 6 in the United States, and here's how the flow of the roadshow events are going to go. In the morning, the morning's going to be dedicated to the opportunity presentation, okay? Because if you have your prospects there, we want to respect their time and be able to deliver the opportunity presentation before lunch. So they're going to get the opportunity presentation. They're going to get to hear testimonials. They're going to hear the company story. They're going to get to learn about everything that we've built at MyDailyChoice, why we're different than other companies, the comp plan, how to get started, all of the information that they need to make a decision whether this is the right business for them or not. Okay? And after the opportunity presentation, there's going to be a 90-minute lunch. Okay? There's going to be a 90-minute lunch. And the reason why we're doing that is because we want to give the prospects the opportunity to enroll. So that's your time during lunch to get all of your prospects enrolled into your business. Okay? And then the afternoon, we're going to be doing a different training at each one of these events. It's not going to be the same training at each event. So for instance, at one of the road shows, it could be using the MyDailyChoice marketing system is what the training is dedicated to, or how to present the MyDailyChoice products, or how to prospect and share the opportunity, how to develop your best 90-second story, the best tactics that you need to close the sale, how to do a 48-hour follow-up. All of these different training topics that our team has handpicked are going to be trained at these different roadshow events. It's going to be a different one at each event. Now, here's what's also exciting. We've tasked the corporate team to make these roadshows unbelievably exciting, where at each event, there's either going to be a huge product launch, okay, a huge product launch, product education with, for instance, our chief science officer, compliance training, cash giveaways, exciting promotions, discounted convention tickets, apparel giveaways. All of these different types of big announcements and launches are going to be at each one of these events. Okay, so for instance, the first roadshow, there may be a huge product launch. Second roadshow, there may be a huge promotion. Third roadshow, there may be a huge update on international, right? So there's going to be something different at each event, which is going to keep it fun, keep it unique, and keep it exciting. Okay, now here's what's really awesome. Okay. Each one of these venues holds about 750 people. Okay, so in each state, we believe we'll be able to put 750 to 800 people in the room. So with that said, when we announce today, or when you see all of the roadshow events on Eventbrite, you're definitely going to want to buy your ticket and start promoting it quickly. Don't wait until last minute, because once we sell out of the event, we're sold out. Okay. So, and these events will sell out. Trust me. These events will sell out very quickly. So make sure you get your ticket and start promoting it immediately out to prospects. So here's what's cool. Tickets this year are going to be $20 per ticket. And that's for prospects and affiliates. Okay. It's $20 a ticket. Last year, there were a lot of people buying a ton of tickets and some people didn't show up. So this year, the ticket price is a little bit higher, but here's what's really cool about it. Okay. So you buy your affiliate ticket, and if you have an affiliate ticket, then you're automatically in all of the drawings that we do at the event. So any cash giveaway, any promotion, any free product giveaways on a new product launch, you need to have your affiliate ticket, because that's how we're going to verify that you're an affiliate, you have a ticket, you came to the event, and you're eligible for all the cool stuff that we're doing at the Roadshow. Okay? Now, the prospects also have to pay $20, because there's no way for us to know as a company if there's 1,000 people that registered and they don't have to pay anything. There's no way for us to know how many people we're going to be able to put in a room. So we decided what we're going to do is it's going to be $20 for prospects, but check this out. If a prospect shows up at the event and they have their $20 ticket, they can enroll for free at the event. We're going to have customer service laptop set up where all they have to do is present their prospect ticket. Okay, they need to have their Eventbrite ticket, and they will be able to enroll for free at the Roadshow event because they paid $20 for a ticket. So we're going to waive the $20 enrollment fee so that they can enroll for free at the event. So imagine you fill a room in one of these states with prospects. They can enroll for free. Now, they can choose what product they want to purchase during their enrollment, but their $20 enrollment fee is completely waived throughout the event. And yeah, I came up with that idea. I thought it was pretty genius. So I'm excited. I think it's gonna create a lot of momentum, and it'll help you guys promote it out to prospects, because now you can go out to your prospects and say, hey, listen, buy your $20 ticket, come to this event. It's going to be a blast. And if you decide to join the company, you can get in for free, right? Like, that's a very easy pitch to a prospect, and make sure you're presenting it that way. Don't say, oh, it's $20. Like, can you come for $20? That's not how you present it. Position it correctly. You know, get them excited about coming to the event, and let them know that if they decide to enroll, that ticket is the key for them to waiving their enrollment fee. So let's go over our roadshow schedule, okay? The first roadshow is going to be in Vegas, similar to how we did it last year. And it's going to be on March 21st, okay? And by the way, don't feel like you have to write everything down. We are right after this Zoom call, within a couple of hours, maybe by noon Pacific time, you'll have an email out with the roadshow schedule. There will be a blast on social media. You can go to MyDailyChoice, click on events. You'll see all the events populate. So all of the information is going to be out forthcoming after the Zoom. But Las Vegas, March 21st, it's going to be at the MGM Grand. Okay, really excited to do. Obviously, we're in Vegas. Our corporate team's in Vegas. Maybe Jen and I will do a special guest appearance there, but we'll see. It's going to be, Vegas is always a good event. So Vegas, March 21st. And then from Vegas we're going March 28th to Dallas, which is going to be at the Hyatt Regency. Okay. After Dallas, we're going to go to Indianapolis, which is going to be April 25th. And that's going to be at the Marriott Indianapolis North. From Indianapolis, we're going to go to Orlando, which is going to be on May 30th, and that's going to be at the Hilton Orlando. From Orlando, we're going to go to Nashville. Nashville is going to be on June 20th, and that's going to be at the DoubleTree by the Hilton, downtown Nashville Hotel. And then our last event is going to be in Philadelphia, which is going to be on July 18th, and that's going to be at the Philadelphia 201 Hotel. Okay, so we've got Vegas, Dallas, Indianapolis, Orlando, Nashville, Philadelphia. Okay, those are the 6 events. And remember, it's $20 per ticket. Prospects that have tickets can enroll for free at the event. And these events are going to create massive momentum. It's, just think about it. Affiliate testimonials, rank recognition, opportunity presentations, interviews with top leaders, different skill set training. You're going to see different folks from our corporate team, our CSO, our SVP of International, VP of International, our COO. Our corporate team is going to be at a lot of these events, compliance training, different promotions, updates on international markets, new product launches, right? All of that's happening at these 6 events. So you definitely, want to start planning out where you're going to be with your team, get it promoted out. So how many of you guys are excited so far? Just throw a comment on Zoom if you're excited, fired up, ready to fill every single one of these freaking rooms. All right, everybody. All right, keep going. There's a lot of people in the Zoom. Just put something in the chat real quick. Just let us know if you're fired up. We got our corporate team on the Zoom as well. So I want them to see that the affiliates are excited and the leaders are ready to go. Okay, everybody's fired up. Awesome. Thank you guys for that. Appreciate that. All right, so the next update is I'm going to talk a little bit about international. Okay, we, as you guys know, we have put a lot of effort into the international markets, international expansion. We have a new corporate team member that I want to at least give a shout out to on this Zoom, and his name is Jory Russell. Jory Russell is our new Senior Vice President of International Expansion. He came from another really big network marketing company, and he's helping to oversee our international expansion. So if you could throw a welcome Jory in the chat as well. It's Jory. We're really, really excited to have Jory on board. He comes with a lot of experience. And as we look at the future, and the vision for MyDailyChoice, so we want to build a global business. We absolutely crushed it in the United States. We became the largest brand in the United States for CBD. We annihilated this market, but we realized that, as we continue to grow our business, that, there's a lot of countries around the world that are, wanting our products, wanting to build in our compensation plan, that, want our marketing system, that want to be a part of the MyDailyChoice family and culture. Brenda, I think you're screen sharing. So if you could, let me see if I can turn it off. Give me just one sec. See if I can turn. Sorry, I don't know how to use Zoom. Okay, there we go. All right. So with that said, welcome Jory. Excited that you're on board with the team. And guys, Jory's working closely with Joel, our VP of International, our corporate team, to make sure that in each one of these markets, we have product registrations, company registrations, logistics set up, and that everything is dialed in so that when we launch a market, our leaders can just start running fast. So the first market that I want to talk about, I'm really excited about, and it's Europe. Okay, let's talk about the European Union. There's 27 or 28 countries inside of the European Union, and I'm really excited about some of the announcements I'm about to make. I built in my previous company, I had a lot of success in Africa. I had a team of about 40,000 in Africa. And then when I went over to Europe, I only had 1 or 2 markets in my previous venture that I did well in Europe. But just in one country alone in the European Union, I had a team of over 15,000 people in just one country. Europeans are some of the smartest and sharpest networkers that are out there. There's so much potential in the European market. So I'm really excited about the announcement I'm about to make. So what we did is we moved our logistics in Europe over to the Netherlands. We have a brand new logistics company in the Netherlands that is doing all of our shipping now throughout Europe. We're not using any company in the US. We're not using any company in Ireland or the UK like we were doing previously. We've switched everything over to the Netherlands. And here's what it's going to do. Number one, it's going to be very fast and improve shipping times. Okay, I was talking to some leaders yesterday from Spain, and they were so excited because they got their product in 4 days, 4 or 5 days. So this shipping company ships everywhere in EU. They're one of the largest and most reliable shipping companies. And what I love about it is it's integrated into our shipping software that we use here in the United States. So you know how in the United States when somebody orders, or if you place an order, you get an email that says, hey, thank you for your order. Here's your tracking number. And then once your product gets delivered, same thing. You get an email notification. So we've integrated their logistics into the same shipping software. So affiliates and customers will now get they'll get emailed a tracking number when their product goes out, and they'll get an email after product delivery as well. And like I said, they're one of the most reliable shipping companies that we found. We're so excited to partner with them. And I think it's going to be the key to us breaking into a lot of European markets quickly. Another thing we're doing is we're launching new products today in Europe. Today, okay? So let me tell you what's happening. We are launching the broad spectrum tinctures in Europe today. Okay, that's the 500 milligram peppermint and the 750 milligram peppermint all throughout Europe. Okay, and what's nice about the broad spectrum is there's 0 THC. So we're able to, offer that product really all throughout Europe. We're also going to be, it's not happening today, but forthcoming, we're going to be launching the additional flavors as well. We are also launching the Hempworx topicals as well. Those were available previously through Ireland and the UK, but they just got the inventory in the Netherlands. So people will be able to order Hempworx topicals. They can order the broad spectrum tinctures, and they can also order now the CBD gummies. For the first time ever, we've never had gummies anywhere except for the United States. And now the gummies are available in Europe. So I know some very, very strong network marketers in Europe that think they're going to just crush it with that product in particular. We're also launching the Mantra Essential Oils. So all of those are now available in Europe. And we also are launching the Nebulizer Diffuser as well. And I see Craig says, does launch include UK? Yes, this is the UK, everywhere inside of the European Union. So the nebulizer diffuser, the Mantra Essential Oils, sprays, broad spectrum tinctures, the CBD gummies are now available in Europe. Now, when we launched the nebulizer diffuser here in the United States, we did you guys remember we did a Christmas special where, for $199 they got the shocker collection, plus they got the diffuser as well. We did that Christmas special. So we decided as a really cool way to kind of, break into the European market and show our patient European affiliates that, we're dedicated, committed, and excited about their market. We're launching that same special for Europe. Okay, so it's $199. It comes out to like 179 euros if you do the conversion, and you get the nebulizer diffuser plus the set of 6 oils. So that's now available, and later today you'll see all of that go live, and I'm very, very excited about what we're going to be able to do in the European market. And as I just previously talked about roadshows, sometime in February, possibly March, you'll see an announcement about different roadshows that are going to be happening throughout Europe. Okay, now the other thing I want to do is I want to run you guys through the status of other markets. Because there's a lot of people that are asking what markets are we in, what products are available. So I wanted to run you through market by market. So you're now excited. I mean, who's excited about Europe first? Let's just throw something in the chat. Who's excited about Europe? Jen's excited about Europe. Thanks, Jenna, for hopping on. Appreciate that. Robert Hollis is excited about Europe. The chat's going so fast. Try to catch some of our top leader. Aaron Parker's excited about Europe. All right, guys. So Europe's going to be a huge market for us, and that's going to be a big launch. But, it's not just Europe where we're growing. we've made headway into Africa. Okay, Africa, I previously built a 40,000 person organization in Africa. I had a lot of success there. It's a great market. You have some very serious, hard-working people in the African markets. And these individuals, they know how to fill rooms. They buy a ton of product. It's an amazing market once you get it off the ground. So I wanted to just give you market by market a little, I'll name the market. I'll tell you what products are available and give you a little bit of the status. And then I have one more big announcement about a market that we've made some really good progress in. So let's talk about Ghana first. Ghana, in the Ghana market, our sprays are available. Okay, so they can currently purchase sprays. They can buy the relief cream. They can buy the 500 milligram, 750 milligram tinctures in peppermint, cinnamon, and natural. Okay, so those are the products that are currently available in the Ghana market. And we have local banking set up and an office set up as well in Ghana. So if you know people in that market, or you have people interested in Ghana, they can go to your website, they can sign up. It'll tell them all the instructions for, here's how you pay into the bank, here's the office, and those are the different products that they're able to select. And we're very optimistic about the Ghana market, and we have more products that are forthcoming in Ghana as well. In Nigeria, we have the sprays available, we have the relief cream, and we have the same tinctures available in Ghana, 500 milligram and 750 milligram, peppermint, cinnamon, and natural. We also have the local banking set up as well. And we also have pickup points in Nigeria. So we have an office, and then there's several pickup points in the main areas throughout Nigeria. So Nigeria is, probably the fastest growing market in Africa for network marketing. And then in South Africa, the sprays are available. We have a relief cream, the 500 milligram and 750 milligram peppermint, cinnamon, and natural tinctures. Our Hempworx coffee is also available in South Africa. And we have a local merchant in South Africa that accepts instant EFTs. So if somebody has a South African bank account, they can, on our website, it kind of connects to their bank and allows them to pay for their order in South African Rand. We also have an office there where they can, come check the office out, pick up product, etc. So those are the first three markets we did in Africa: Ghana, Nigeria, and South Africa. Kenya was a recent market that we launched as well. Right now, we have the sprays and the Hempworx topicals available in Kenya. We have an office there, country manager, we have local banking, and as the other three markets, those details are available on the checkout side during enrollment. So here's what I have to say. You don't have to know all of the information about these markets when it comes to the enrollment, because that is on the MyDailyChoice website. So if you have, leaders or people, contacts in these markets that are excited, that want to enroll, get on a screen share with them, walk them through the website, and on the checkout, it'll tell them, here's how you deposit into the bank, or they can sign up with a credit card in some of these markets. So just walk your prospect through how to enroll. And like I said, we're really, really excited about the potential of the African countries. And both in Europe and in Africa, we anticipate launching, the hair care products very soon as well. So don't have a timeline on that. I don't like to promise dates, but forthcoming, we should be getting the hair care and other various products into these markets. So Africa and Europe, let's go. Canada. Canada is a really big market for us. We, let's see, is Sonia on here? We've had some really top networkers in the Canadian market. And in Canada, if you guys, Canada. Canada's been a difficult market for CBD. It's a very tough market to get CBD into. So we're not sure when we're going to get Hempworx products in Canada. Everybody's been asking us, are we going to get CBD in Canada? I don't know. I don't know if it's possible. So We haven't made any announcements about getting CBD into Canada. We're just focusing on the other products that we know we can get into Canada. So the Mantra essential oils are available in Canada. We launched those a couple weeks ago. We also launched the Hempworx hair care products. They're now available in Canada as well, and the sprays are available as well. So Canadians can buy Mantra, the Hempworx hair care, and sprays. They're all in inventory. Canadians are already purchasing them, getting their product quickly. So if you're in Canada, know people in Canada, those are some of the products that are available there. Now, the last market that that I think I'm allowed to announce is Mexico. We've made a lot of progress in Mexico. We've had a lot of people asking about Mexico. We finished our company registration in Mexico. We set up our logistics company in Mexico. We're setting up our local merchant in Mexico to accept Mexican debit and credit cards. And in about 5 to 6 weeks from now, we anticipate starting with the Mantra essential oils to launch those in the Mexican market. So I think Mexico is going to be a really big market for us. And one of the reasons why we started doing subtitles on the videos is because of all of this international expansion. So now on the pre-enrollee tour, the subtitles are in French, and that's primarily for there's a lot of French-speaking people in Africa. Also in Canada, there's a lot of folks that speak French, English for the deaf community, Spanish as we get into Mexico and Spain and other markets where there's Spanish-speaking people. And also Spanish is a huge language. So we have French, English, and Spanish on the subtitles right now on the pre-enrollee tour videos. And forthcoming is Italian and Mandarin. Okay, those are the next two subtitles that we're going to be launching is Italian and Mandarin. And also the pre-enrollee emails are also in the works of being translated. And soon you'll also see some international capture pages as well as we get into some of these exciting markets. So those are my updates for today. Roadshows, really exciting. Plug into one of the events near you, promote into convention, and then all these international updates. And I just want to give you guys some tips. The networker in me wants to share with you guys how to get into these markets and how you can, as a leader, take your business to the next level in 2020. So there's a couple things. Believe it or not, to really crush it in network marketing, and you're going to laugh, but one of the secrets to my success as a network marketer is I network like crazy. Okay, I've started doing that recently, and I'm surprised how many people I'm talking to. It's just insane. Once you make it part of your daily regimen where you're just networking, and I don't mean spamming people, I don't mean pitching people, I don't mean just sending your link out to people. That's not how you network. That's not networking. Whoever taught you that doesn't know anything about networking. Okay, you don't spam people to get results. The art of network marketing is building relationships. I have people right now that I did meetings with 7 years ago, 8 years ago, 9 years ago that want to come over to MyDailyChoice because I maintained a relationship with them. That's all I did. I maintained a relationship. I asked them how they were doing in their business. I asked them how things were going. I maintained a relationship, talked to them from time to time. That's the art of networking. Okay? Nobody likes somebody that's pitching them. And Jen talked, about this on her last video, and she was talking about the different grades of network marketers. Well, the F student and the D student, if you were to grade a network marketer, those are people that don't know how to build relationships. They have a low activity level. They don't know how to build relationships. They damage their relationships, and they're not focused on networking. And I see a lot of people commenting, it's like dating. Yeah, it is like dating. Have you ever been on a date where somebody won't shut up? and all they're doing is talking about themselves, you know, if you've been on a date like that, you probably didn't go on a second date, right? So in network marketing, it's the same way. Nobody wants to be around somebody that has commission breath, right? Where I see you walking and all I know is you're going to try to pitch me on something so you can make a commission, okay? So realize that whether you're building in the United States or you're getting into the international markets, you have to start networking and building relationships. That is the only way that you're going to reach out to new people, okay? So start asking the question to your team, who do you know? Who do you know in Africa? Who do you know in these markets? Who do you know in Europe? Who do you know in Philadelphia? Who do you know in Dallas? Who do you know in Orlando? Start taprooting through your organization. Find through your organization, you can drive lines. You can drive new lines of people. You can bring in a new wave of leadership, okay? So just because you have the same team doesn't mean you need to be stuck with that team forever. A lot of times, you know, you have to find new people. You have to bring in a new wave of leadership, okay? So that's one of the first tips I wanted to share with you guys is just, you know, really start networking, building relationships, and asking those questions. Who do you know in these different countries? If you don't ask the question, then like Ghana's not going to just show up on your doorstep. I had to go through 400 people to find one guy that built a team of 40,000 people in Ghana in my previous company. I had to go through thousands of people to find one guy that built a team of 15,000 people in Italy in my last company. You have to continue to network, okay? It's network marketing. Network marketing. It's not work marketing. You don't just sit back and people show up. You got to network, okay? The second thing that I want to share with you guys is if you really want to recruit a lot of people and you really want to take your business to the next level, is you got to get out of management mode, okay? Get out of management mode. A lot of leaders hit a pin level in a company and they take their foot off the gas, okay? They take their foot off the gas. You hit a rank, you get comfortable, and I'm just straight talk here. I'm just being honest. You hit a rank, you get comfortable, and you just start managing your team, okay? You just manage your team. That's it. Manage your team, and when you manage your team, you're managing their problems, you're managing all the stuff they're going through, and you forgot what got you to where you are. And that was networking and recruiting and not being in management mode. So the secret to being a top networker is you never stop recruiting. You never stop bringing people in personally, okay? You can still work with your team and support your team and do calls, money-making activities. That's great, but you never take your foot off the gas. You have to constantly network. I'm the CEO of the company and I'm networking. I'm talking to leaders. I'm leading by example. I could take my foot off the gas and just do nothing, but I'm networking because I want to set the example that you should never take your foot off the gas. Okay, so for me, it was always an 80-20 rule for me. I spent 80% of my time talking to new people personally, and I spent 20% of my time doing calls and training for my team. That was my 80-20 rule. And you know, in the last 10 years, it's worked out pretty well. I think what happens is people, they flip-flop it. They go 80% into management and, you know, like every now and then they'll bring in a new person. So I was talking to a leader the other day that was like, you know, man, I'm stuck at my rank and I don't know and I asked, how many people have you enrolled in the last 90 days? One person in the last 90 days. If you actually, here's what you should do. And Todd Falcone does this training. Draw a circle. Draw a circle on your piece of paper and write a number in there. And that number represents the number of new people you've talked to today personally about your business. If it's 1, if it's 0, you really want to work on getting that up. I always, in my last company, I made it a mission that I was going to expose at least 10 new people per day to my business. 10 people a day. You know, it doesn't have to be thousands per day, but I wanted to get 10 new solid exposures. Now, what is an exposure? because let's just quickly talk about that, and then I'm going to wrap up right on the hour here. An exposure is not just sending somebody your pre-enrollee capture page. It's not just sending somebody a video. A true exposure is walking that prospect through the presentation, okay? So you send the capture page out. You make sure that they get to the video and that they're watching all 4 videos, and then you're ready to do a follow-up call with them. Once you actually have verified that the prospect is being presented to, that counts as an exposure. Just sending a link out is not an exposure. People don't just click on links because you sent it, right? You have to make sure and verify that your prospects are going through the presentation. So if you could do 10 of those a day and be consistent about it every day, kind of like when you wake up and you brush your teeth, like that kind of consistency, like you do it every day and you have to do it. If you don't do it, something bad happens. That should be how you treat this business for prospecting, okay? Every day you wake up, your goal is you're going to hit 10 new true exposures. Get them into the, and look, if you're an overachiever, if you're a Robert Hollis, an Aaron Parker, you know, a Barb Miller, a Jenna Zwagil, like, then it's going to be different. You're going to go after as many people as you possibly can. I'm just saying at a minimum, try to get 10 true exposures, okay? If you're brand new, this is a great way to get started. Get 10 new exposures and then work your way up. As it becomes easier, as you're having more success, then you can work on 20. Then you can work on, you know, 30. Then you can work on 40. And, you know, and then as you get bigger in this business, people are going to be chasing you. Okay, it's the other way around. Like the bigger you get in network marketing, the less you have to go out and prospect because people are reaching out to you to want to join your team. Okay, so it's kind of like, I do this training all the time. When you're brand new in network marketing, here's how it works. Work, right? Prospect, you get a small check. And as you start to build an organization, it's like prospect, and then check. And then as your team starts to grow, you're doing less prospecting and less work. You're getting more checks, but you have people that are reaching out to you that want to join your team because they see the success. Okay, so that's how I operate when it comes to network marketing. I wanted to give you guys, if I could just download what's in my head to you guys, that's how I would present it to you, is that you have to be consistent, you have to network, you have to get out of management mode. Don't ever take your foot off the gas for recruiting, and get your team engaged and plugged into the roadshow events, the convention, and all the things that are proven to build momentum throughout your organization, and leverage all these exciting new opportunities in the international market. So with that said, I'm at 54 minutes. I want to thank you guys for plugging in. It's been an awesome January. Really excited to get to do these types of Zoom calls with you guys. I'm January strong, and as soon as marketing and IT drops those links for the roadshows, man, book your ticket. I think it's going to sell out really fast. So thank you guys again. Love you all, and see you guys on the next webinar. Thanks, everybody.